Hey, it's Katrina Sawa here. A week post surgery. Thanks for all your well wishes. But I wanted to talk today about the fact that there's a lot going on in the world. I know there is. I see a lot of my friends and family and even clients who are either distressed or feeling a lot of emotion, right? I feel a lot of emotion too, although I'm I'm pretty good at, I guess, compartmentalizing some of it because, in a way, like the show must go on, right? I feel like we need to still focus on our businesses because what's the alternative? The alternative is you go broke and you can't afford your mortgage, and then what? You have to move somewhere else? Like, I don't know. I mean, I understand that we feel a lot, but we can't lose sight of what we're trying to do in our businesses. Unless you want to get a job, of course, you can go get a job and it's less stressful to try to figure out how to find clients and market yourself, get visible, speak, do sales, right? And it's okay either way. I personally think that we have to look after ourselves first, right? I've said this for years, it's like we have to take care of ourselves first, and then our family, and then our clients, and then everybody else. But I'm seeing a lot these days that people are taking care of everybody else first instead of themselves, or they're taking care of themselves so much that they're closing their eyes to everything else. None of that is bad, of course. You have to do you, right? You have to do you, and you have to protect your energy. I always tell my family, because I have a teenager, right? And for the longest time, it's getting better now, thankfully. Woo! It's getting better that there's not a lot of anger and irritation in the house. But I always used to say, like, I start every day with love, right? I get up with love. I don't think about what happened yesterday. I just start the day with love. And hopefully nobody sets me off. And I say that with my family, right? But I try to live the most stress-free life as possible. Calm, and I put myself first these days. I didn't always, mind you, but these days I'm like, okay, what do I need? Did I eat yet? Do I have enough water? Do I feel good in my body? Did I take a walk? Did I play with the dog and get some dog love? Because those are the things that are important to me, especially in the morning, to get me going. I don't know. I guess my thought for you today is I just want you to take care of you, but I also want to urge you to not throw the baby out with the bathwater. Like, that's a horrible, I don't know what that saying is, but we got to focus on the business. For me, it's been slow too for the last year or so. And, I'm not giving up. I've also pivoted a lot. I've pivoted, and I've got inspired to create some new programs and offerings, and even a live event, right? And I have three things right now. A new event that's in September in person in Northern California. I have a retreat for 6 or 7 women in Arizona in November. And I have a new She Levels Up mentorship, which is a lower level but high access, because this is what I find people want these days, and will allow themselves to afford. I'm not going to say they can't afford, because anybody can afford anything if they put their mind to it. But a lot of people think they can't these days. And so it could be time that you also need to pivot with what you're offering, what you're doing in your messaging, how you're reacting to things, how you're being, or if you're being proactive, maybe with some of the engagement and nurturing activities. There's more than that ever has been needed. Since the invention of email marketing, way before social media, when email marketing came around, it was like, oh my God, I can email anybody. And everybody read all their emails, and they were on all the, not very many lists because not a lot of people had emails back then. And it was just amazing how we could share content and information, and people would click and buy from emails, and it was so easy. And then social media came around and was a huge additional place that we had to perform, so to speak, and connect and look for and communicate, right? So now email, a lot of people are focusing just on social and not on email. And I'm like, that's a big mistake. I've also heard there's a lot of people that have been shut down on their socials. So watch out, you guys. You got to really make sure you're taking care of your business, your true core money-making, profitability activities that have to happen in order to move the needle and get you where you want to go in your goals. There's plenty of people still buying. Okay. Now the people that you're talking to just might be buying differently. They might be more reserved these days. You have to get more creative in the sales process. You have to get more creative sometimes with your offers, and not just stick to one or two offers, but you might need to be a lot more flexible. I know that's one of the things that I've been talking a lot to my clients about, is being more on the fly, ready to create something for when they have somebody who is interested in what they've got to offer. Because it just isn't working as simply as it used to. Like, here's my offer. Okay, I'll buy it. Here's my credit card. It's just, I know it's not working as simply as it used to. And unfortunately, we don't know how long that might last. I think there's a lot of fear and uncertainness and things in the world that are weighing down on people, a lot of people. Could be you. Sometimes it's me, but I know it's hard to continue focusing on revenue generating activities when you're not feeling like it, or you're in a funk, or you're sad or angry. But if you don't do that, if you don't focus on revenue generating activities, what's going to happen? Right? Months from now, it could be, or a couple years from now, perhaps, what's going to happen to you? What's going to happen to your family and to your financial situation? So I guess this is more of a, let's put your big girl panties on kind of a talk, and I can show you what to do. I can show you how to tweak your things that you're doing right now in your business, whether it's what you're saying, where you're showing up, what you're promoting, what you're offering, and how you're selling is probably the biggest thing I see that a lot of people need some skills around, because it's not as easy to sell in this market as it used to be. So I would love to chat with you one-on-one. I do happen to have a class that I'm teaching all about this, the 3 tweaks to make in your business for more profits. It could be as simple as just changing some languaging in what you're doing. It could be as simple as changing an offer. It could be as simple as changing where you're showing up. There's 5 areas that I talk about in this class, and each 5 have about 3 things that you could probably tweak in your business that probably don't cost you any money, but you need to be aware of what these 5 things are and which things that you need to tweak inside those 5 areas. So I would encourage you and invite you to attend one of my classes. I'm doing one today at 1 p.m. Pacific. So right now it's almost 10 Pacific. It's at 1 p.m. Pacific. And then Wednesday, I'm doing one at 1 p.m. No, today I'm at 1 p.m. Pacific, Monday, the 30th. And then July 2nd, Wednesday, I'm doing 11 a.m. Pacific. That doesn't sound right. Hold on one second. I just, yeah, 11 a.m. Pacific on Wednesday. Okay. There is an event on Facebook. There's an event on LinkedIn. If you're seeing this, you can go to that event. There's a link there. But if you just go to, well, you have to get on my email list. But if you go to jumpstartyourbiznow.com, jumpstartyourbiznow.com, it's not even on my events page yet, /masterclass, hyphen 3 tweaks, the number 3 tweaks. I know it's long. So I'll put this, wherever I put the video, I'll put the link below. But I'd love you to come and get some ideas. There'll be some laser coaching. I will be spotlighting people and asking questions of where you're at, what you're doing, and what's the challenge. And then I'm really good at identifying a couple things you could do right now to get more clients, get more streamlined, get more inspired, perhaps. Focus on yourself, right? But you got to focus on the business. We can't just let the world affect us in everyday life when we have to make money to survive and pay our bills, okay? So I hope you show up to one of these calls, and I would love to see you there. If you can't make one of these, they will be recorded, so sign up and I'll get you the recording. Or I can talk to you one-on-one. If you're interested in that She Levels Up program, if you're a woman who's really ambitious and wants more for your family and your life and on all that, I would love to see you in the She Levels Up program. I have 15 more founding member spots before the rate increases. And it's really just lots of exactly what you need. Each person's going to get what they need. I'm really good with small group laser coaching and showing you exactly what to do and tell you and show you and talk through whatever it is. Okay. So I've been doing this for 23 years, business coach for 23 years. Yeah. And I know a lot about a lot. And I've done almost every business model out there. I've done all kinds of different sales and events and all the things. So I know how to tell you how to do things. It's kind of like that one-stop shop. Because there's a lot of information in this brain and I want to get it to you, those of you who need it. So shelevelsup.biz is the domain to go to, or the web page to go to for She Levels Up, shelevelsup.biz, B-I-Z. And hopefully I'll see you one way or the other this week. It'd be great to see you. I missed everybody this last week because I've been, like I said, recovering from surgery. So all is well, and I will talk to you soon.